Welcome to Trivia with GK Benefits. The last trivia was about leap years in February with 29 days. February is also when most schools across India celebrate what is most universally called the Valedictory Function, a formal function to wrap up the school days of the graduating batch from the highest grade in the school. Let's time travel back to the roots of this prestigious function. This tradition has its roots in early European universities that were religious institutions. The function was primarily held to select and honor a valedictorian, the title originally given to an individual carefully chosen to deliver the farewell sermon or address to a graduating class. The term valedictorian is derived from the Latin term valedicere, meaning to say farewell. Back then, it was less about grades and more about the person's speaking ability, character, and respect among peers that was the criteria for selecting the valedictorian. This tradition evolved over time and sadly acquired a very grade-oriented and competitive spirit. By the mid-1900s, the annual valedictory functions typically revolved around selecting a valedictorian who was a student with the highest academic standing or the highest GPA. This severely myopic view of a valedictorian or valedictory function per se continued for many decades until there was this resurgence of celebrating the spirit of each and every child, of the child being special, unique, and worthy of being praised. Many schools used other methods of selection such as voluntary work, scholastic awards, research capabilities, and extracurricular activities. Years rolled by and the function evolved even further. Funnily, some institutions took this to a completely new level by celebrating failure as well. They instituted titles like Gentleman C or the Goat Award or even the Anchor. Today in India, valedictory functions range from being very formal, somber functions to light and humorously frothy ones flavored with cultural items. Each school's function is different. It takes on the flavor of the culture and climate upheld by the school. At its core, the current valedictory functions are dedicated to each and every child in the outgoing batch, with the class teachers sharing memorable anecdotes or praiseworthy aspects of each child. Most schools also select class valedictorians, one student from each stream or section with commendable achievements ranging from academics, sports, arts, leadership excellence, or even students with mischievous notoriety. Being selected as a class valedictorian is generally considered to be good fortune, since a student gets the opportunity to address a large gathering of peers, teachers, parents, and guests, sharing their feelings, highlights, and life-changing moments during the journey through school. The function typically bears an indigenous flavor with lamp lighting, blessings by parents and teachers, and a memento by the school. There is also a chief guest of high societal standing who delivers an inspiring and motivating speech for the future youth of the country. The principal of the school wraps up the session with a farewell message with some everlasting tips and guidelines for life beyond school, garnished with good luck wishes for the forthcoming high-stake exams. And yes, how can I forget the signing off activity? Those personalized messages scribbled onto the shirts of the outgoing students with indelible ink by their peers and occasionally by teachers as well. The valedictory function may be preceded by or lead into what is called a farewell party, where students and teachers let their hair down at a fun-filled evening. In the end, we can say all valedictory functions are a beautiful blend of memories, aspirations, and heartfelt goodbyes. That's all for now. Look out for the next trivia with GK Benefits.